Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you are new here, my name is Pedro and in today's video I bring you another transformation of a household. I could say my least favorite and is Judith Ward. So let's see the before, let's see the after, and let's dive into the video. So here we are in Del Sol Valley, and here we have Judith Ward. Not so good. Just to not say awful, because I don't think everything is awful. It's just tasteless. So this experience was one of the most difficult ones. And I think this is one of the reasons I don't like this expansion, Get Famous. It's not because of the career. I don't like the world to start off, and I dislike a lot the items we will find in this household. Another thing I have learned in this renovation is I think these items, I don't hate them. I think they have a time and space to be used. So without further ado, let's dive into Judith Ward, and she have a really kind of funny description. And it say Judith Ward is a legend in the acting community. She has started in everything from comedies to dramas. You name it, Judith has played the role. That is not to say she is an easy person to befriend. Judith has burned her fair share of bridges along the way. Her mentality is to get rich at all cost. She will be the first to throw you under the bus to advance her career. She has been married several times, but all of her partners have only slowed her down. She prefers to live fast and does not settle for mediocrity. So we have a kind of particular theme here. Very mean, and use the other ones with the very straight purpose and ends. So without further ado, let's dive into her house. So here we are in Judith Ward mansion. I particularly like her and her attitude. I think it doesn't develop much in the game through the gameplay, but I like her description and the differentiation she have from another Sims, and her mentality, and is very straightforward, and you see what she is and like. Comparing to her house is definitely pretty. It's ugly. It's astronomically ugly. And this house, compared to majority of the other ones, is not so bad builded and is not so bad furnished. So here is the back of the house. I think as you can see, she don't have much space around the house, and I size it down a little bit. Her home, she will have more space outside, but I imagine her to have a very pale skin and she don't like to be in the sun. So no, we're not adding a swimming pool, at least outside. We will have something really fun in the new renovation, but this home is just... it's ugly. It's really bad. I'm sorry. Who made this? It made an awful job for the outside. But if we go inside, she actually have a fairly decorated home. So here we don't have much. It's an entrance. The curtains don't match. I don't know if this is on purpose, but this curtain doesn't match the other ones. I think this was actually a mistake. We have a very big staircase going up. Then we have some long corridors. I love the idea behind this. So we have here a piano room, We have a chess table, fireplace. We have a violin, and we have some plants. I really, really like the idea of her home, but I dislike all of this furniture from Get Famous, like desperately. But I think it suits very, very well in her life and in her home. If you mix and match together all of this furniture, it works, but outside of this kind of aesthetic, it's bad. I really, really dislike, beside liking the end result. And I think sometimes you need to know how to use it. I'm not saying I did the best job of doing it. I think I made at least an acceptable job of transforming her home. She have a bunch of furniture. We're gonna use everything except a couple of items, and I'll show you what I didn't use in the renovation. Here we have a small kitchen. I love this style. I don't think it matched this wooden walls to a kitchen, actually. We have an outside door to the front, what is kind of odd. You have nothing here. You have just a bin. It's not even an outside bin. It looks like a park bin, so it's not too much. I like you have this awful chandeliers. That is one of the things I replaced them all. I really, 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 really dislike this chandeliers so much. I cannot use it, and I think this is a fairly high walls to use this chandelier so small. If you're using a smaller one, they will be a little bit down, and it will be more fun to see. This curtains. Then we have here a wall. We have a bathroom, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's a little office again. And here in this door we have for the outside, and here we have another office. So we can see clearly her home is divided into sides. As far as I can see, we don't have a bathroom here on the ground floor at all. We have these gaps. I understand what is the objective, but it makes no sense. There's gaps between stairs and wall. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced though. Then if we go up, we have a wonderful balcony. It's very short height, this top floor compared to the bottom floor. And the chandelier looks kind of odd. If we go here on this side, we see this is like her kind of husband or future husband, because now she's not married, she's a single woman. But through the gameplay, if you married her, I imagine this to be her husband room. And we have two doors. If we go to this one, it's the closet. What is kind of fun, you have this closet items, not my favorite ones, but they're kind of fun, and it's kind of nice to see this kind of items, even with the new pack coming out. So you even can mix and match much better this kind of things and make nice closets. And here, of course, we have a bathroom. This is like the black side. And then if we go to the other side, we have the pink bluish side, so I imagine this to be Judith side. We have two different things here. A lot of this very expensive paintings everywhere, every single where you have that very expensive paintings. Here is her white bathroom, and of course here on this side we have her closet, her biggest closet. Have two of them. We have a long mirror. It have some glitch, you see. I can see from the outside through the mirror. And you have a single chair. I don't quite get it. And I think it doesn't have much more to see. Oh, we have here a funny thing. You have like a studio art thing. And of course, you have her vault. In this case, right now, the vault is empty. But of course you can put some money inside. And here is the balcony. It doesn't have much to see. I definitely want to check if we have any kind of bathroom on the bottom on this view. Oh, we have. I just missed them. So we have 2 bathrooms here on this side. Okay, we have this one, the black bathroom, and a white bathroom. Just toilet, so this is just guest toilet. It's kind of odd because at the end, even if you have a relation, it's like, it's very transparent. Even on the bottom, like you have 2 black and white bathrooms. I don't know, it's kind of odd, this house. You have these long corridors. I imagine her to have like her heels, and it's that kind of girl. It's like playing the piano, and we have a butler, and you imagine, like, if you close your eyes, you imagine this happening in a movie. You just see someone running in a marble floor, and you have like that click of the shoes, and then saying something. It shows how, like, Judith Ward's face playing the piano, like in a sad song, and then he says something to her ear, and she gets devastated, and she starts like crying and running, very dramatic, and you start hearing the clicking of her heels in the marble floor. And so I really like this kind of the corridors on the side of it. But let's dive into the renovation. I love how it turned out, and I really hate this furniture. We're gonna keep it anyway, so let's dive into the renovation. So here we are in the transformation of this household. I love how it turned out. As you can see, I use it more of the balconies coming with this pack. I give her some fountains in the front to match a little bit with these fountains in front of her home. So I took the plants from Debug. So if we go through the side, I decided to give it, I imagine her to have a very like kind of romantic home. I cannot explain, like a kind of very posh estate, romantic home. And you have like this maze garden and fountains, and here is how it looks the back. So let's dive into here. So this is the back of the building. It's really pretty. I really like it. Compared to what was before, we have more dimension, more color. Of course, I keep the whites in pink. We changed her traditional blue house, was kind of obnoxious for me, and I think this one matched pretty well. And here we have a little bit of skill place on the side of her home, and I really like the end result. I think this is one of the most surprising moments from even myself building this, and it was like I didn't have high hopes. It was a pain, I'm not gonna lie, it was a pain to do this home because I really don't like the items. I was like procrastinating a lot to do this, but I'm completely blown away with the end result. I really like how it looks. If I will reuse more of the items, I would say probably not, but I think it matched pretty well in this situation. So here we have a entrance, and I decided to open it instead of having just the corridors on the side, and we have some seating, resting area on the entrance. We still have the staircases in both sides, and if we go straight, we have this wonderful piano room. It's a piano room, living room. She didn't have a television in her original home, so I decided to not put a television here. If you want it, of course, you can replace any of the frames on the wall and add a television. It's perfectly fine, but I think it's beautiful compared to what was before. We still have the cat's picture here. We have in both sides, and let's dive into here through the corridor. So the corridor is a little bit smaller, as you can see. Was kind of big, and on this side we have a much bigger kitchen, And this we can considering to be or a staff dining table, like for the butler and the staff. I imagine her to have a bunch of staff working for her, a housekeeper, and I know that doesn't exist in The Sims, but butler, it will do a little bit of everything. So I imagine her to have something like this, or you can imagine this to be as the breakfast table where they prepare her breakfast and everything here. It's beautiful. I really like. I never use the. It's very high, I know, but was to give this aspect to the kitchen. I never used the counters in the middle of the kitchen, and I think it looks pretty good. Not gonna lie, I really enjoy it. Was a really big shot and a nice one. If we go through this door, we have. I decided to keep the black bathroom, and this is like the guest bathroom. In the other side we will have another bathroom, but it's with another purpose, and you will understand what was my idea. Here we have a much more royalty posh vibe. We have a bathtub, we have a shower, we have these frames like movies she have done, because she's an actress. I really enjoy that. Then if we go through the other side, we go through here. So here is a little bit more closer of the piano room. The piano room is literally in the middle of the home, and we have a wonderful light coming through the ceiling. I decided to open it up to give more brightness to the room and to this place, and it's really nice because through the day it will reflect all of that effect it have on the roof upstairs. And here we have the formal dining room with access to the outside. So here we have a little barbecue, and we have the tables for her to sit and to have access. So I decided to almost include what is not part of the house into the house. So that front part we have in the front. I decided to keep this sofas outside. I think it's very extravagant, and she is an extravagant person. So if we go deeper here on this side, we have an inside swimming pool, as I was teasing when we were touring the house, the original home. So here we have a little bit of a changing room where she have friends and people coming to, or like her personal trainer, and help her out with all of her exercises. And I decided to make this inside swimming pool for a simply reason. I imagine her to like to have her fair skin, so she's a kind of girl to have an inside swimming pool and not outside, because she's scared of sunburns and because she can't have them, because she's a very high actress and she needs to be fair. Like, I imagine her, if we compare to someone like Snow White, very pale and fair skin, and she don't like to be in the sun, and that's the reason I decided to do it a swimming pool inside. So here we have a little like music room to connect a little bit with the downstairs. I love this radio, by the way. I think it's really beautiful, very gutsy, 70s, 60s, or even 20s. It's really beautiful. And here we will have just a little bit of a lounge room. And of course, I keep it the 2 rooms, but I went further to this one. So this one is still her husband room. We toned down a little bit and we removed the black and gold, but I decided to make this tiger print because I don't see any other place in the world I will use this tiger print sofas. I saw them, I didn't know they existed, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do like a savanna jungle-y thing. So that's why I have a lot of these plants around to match a little bit with that theme. So we have this tiger print. Here we have the closet, and we will have a little bit of more closet here on the side. You will find a lot of skill build items on this house, and we have a smaller bathroom, but is enough for the bathrooms. I hate big massive bathrooms. Is fully functional, and I really like the end result. If we go to the other side of the home there, we have Judith's ward room with everything she like, cameras. She have her private makeup salon stage, her desk, I made it like a vanity. Her bed, I keep her bed. You have her rewards here, things she had earned through her career. And of course, here we have a walk-in wardrobe too. I really like how this end up here with this tiny corridor. It's very realistic, just to match with the rest of the house. Like in terms of the corridor, it's very realistic. Like you have this kind of nooks to have your clothes. And of course, here we have the same type of bathroom we have in the other side. This is her in-suite bathroom, and yeah, here she have a balcony for herself. I imagined her fans to came here, so here is the way she will wave. She will say, take some pictures in her balcony. You know, she's the kind of girl she likes to be talked about it, okay? She will do everything to succeed, so she will have this kind of things. And of course, then if we go here, we have the office. I just really decided to play with colors and everything, and our Judith is here. She needs a revamp, actually. I'm not a huge fan of her look. And here, through this door, we have, of course, her safe. I imagine to be kind of high, to not be so exposed, because it doesn't make sense. It's where it be all her values. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And here we have a little bit of a garden room and skill room. So we have here painting. I imagine her to enjoy flower and gardening and have some of that things. And of course, here we have the balcony to the back. Pretty simple compared to the rest of the house. And overall, I love how this house looks. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It exceeded my expectations. I was very low in my expectations, but I loved the end result, and I hope you did it too. So here you have it. I think this home ended up to be awesome. This is something our girl really needed. I will leave all the links in the description below, direct links to the gallery if you want to update your home. I noticed though, if you do it, this home is a little bit more expensive and will reach her aspiration in life, but you always can change it and give her a different aspiration. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, to subscribe to have more content like this, and to leave a comment if I did or not a good job using this not so good items. In my opinion, at least aesthetically, is definitely not what I'm looking for when I'm decorating a home. And about me, I will see you all in the next one.